Welcome back into the shop, you guys. I hope all of you are doing well. I guess we're actually going to be calling it WALLZILLA. That was a comment that was left in the first video on this project. This thing is going to be giant when it is done. I think it's like over 14 feet in length and it's going to be 9 feet tall. It's going to be huge. Now, I would like to say I appreciate all of the comments you guys left on the first part. It sounded like you guys are excited for this project and I'm happy to hear that. One of the aspects I'm really excited for on this project is going to be incorporating some of this coping. So you can see there's 4 center beads and then these 2 edges over here. So this piece will come up here, stop right about there, and then there's going to be like an end cap piece that then the crown will wrap around and it'll tie together really nicely. We have all of our joints coming here together nicely, and I also added a nice beading with the router, and that really dresses up these edges. And now with this out of the way, we can now focus back on the lower section where the drawers are going to be. There are going to be a total of 4 drawers, and they're all going to be made out of hard maple, just like the face frames. So let's keep going with milling up some drawer parts. So let me show you how I'm doing these dominoes. So you can see we have quite the batch of parts going here. Now the reason why we're doing dominoes is because we need to make up a larger width. Some of these are going to be 10 inches, some of them are going to be 9.5 inches. So all I do is take my 3 parts from the pile over there, and on this workbench what I do is I lay the parts out, I see if there's any defects, and I flip those down. So that looks good like that. We'll flush up the edges and then draw just a triangle for orientation. And then each part is going to get a total of 4 dominoes, just like that. Then I come over here to cut the dominoes, and I made this little clamping jig where I can butt the piece up against it and then grab it with my hand securely so it won't move, and then I can plunge in with the domino and cut all of the joints. So we're about halfway done here. I know a lot of this is repetitious, and that's just the nature of the beast when something like this is so big. I only have 4 more dominoes left, and I still have 4 panels to glue, and 4 dominoes is not enough. So these last ones I'm gonna have to do without the advantage of having the dominoes for alignment, but it's not the end of the world. And this is one of those things I can think back on and say, I've actually glued up a lot of panels long before I had the domino. So let's get these last panels glued up. So here's one of our drawers coming together nicely. We have all of our sides sanded down and cut to their final length. And the next thing we're going to be doing is actually cutting the bottom panels for these. This router table is actually pretty sweet. I got it when I purchased the saw stop, and it's just an extension on the wing. I've had it for just under a month now, and I have to say I absolutely love the thing. It's been super nice to have here in the shop. And this guy is what we're going to be routing with. This is a 1/2-inch upcut spiral bit from Whiteside. This will be cutting all of our dados for our 1/2-inch sheet of plywood. And looking closer at the instructions for the drawer slides, I'm going to be using Blum drawer slides. The distance between the bottom of the drawer to the bottom panel is exactly 1/2 inch right here. So that's the distance we need to set our router fence to the actual bit.